Hey guys, it's Aiko. I'm an American English pronunciation coach and business coach based in Hawaii. On this channel, I'm sharing my own journey as an English pronunciation coach for Japanese speakers who are already working in an English environment. And then I started my business in 2016 without knowing anything about business. And of course, the income in 2016 from my coaching business was zero. And then I learned so much after that. And I was able to reach six figures in 2020 with a very tiny list. My niche is very narrow, and now I have multiple high ticket offers. So I am sharing my own journey here so that you as a coach can reach six figures with a small following. You don't have to have a big following, and you can narrow down your niche and you can create high ticket offers. So before I go into today's topic, I created a PDF guide for you to learn those three things: small following, and then how to narrow down your niche so that your niche becomes really narrow, so that you will be a specialist in your field so that you can charge higher. So the third point is how to create your high ticket offers. So I'm sharing those 3 points in this PDF for free, so please check it out if you want to learn those three things. If you don't sign up. Don't waste your time on something you don't need in your life. All right, so today's topic is about facing some frustrations. I had a client session like 2 weeks ago, and then she was really frustrated because she has a full-time job, and then she is building her business on the side, and then both are not going well. And then what I realized is that like we tend to run away from the reality, right? So I want to talk about that. And then also I learned a lot from this session too, because I had a lot of takeaways from this conversation with her. So my client has a full-time job, and then she wants to quit that so that she is building her side business, and then she is making this as her full-time job in the future so that she can quit her 9-to-5 job. So I can totally relate to this, because when I started my English pronunciation coaching business, I started it as a side business, and then I had a main job. I didn't have like a 9-to-5 job, but I had a freelance job, and then I considered it as my main job, and I was really not liking it. And now I remember I really hated it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna quit. And then the income was really not stable, so I was I always went into fear of, can I pay rent for next month, kind of stuff. And then I was really frustrated with slow growth in my coaching business, because I started it in 2016, right? And then I didn't have any income. I didn't have a single customer in 2016 because I didn't know anything about promotion, promo and all that. But my mindset was, I was escaping from the reality. I forgot how fortunate I was to have that main job so that I can pay bills, I can pay for rent each month, and I had the opportunity to start my side business, and then that side business now became my full-time job. So all I am doing right now is the coaching business, but at that time, I was like really resentful. I did not appreciate the fact that I had the main job so that I can survive each day, each month, paying bills, and I had food to eat, and then I had the roof above my head, and I totally forgot about it. So what I told my client, like just I think it was like 2 weeks ago, is that, all right, so you are trying to run away from the reality. You are forgetting how fortunate you are because you have this full-time job. Because of full-time job, you are able to buy food for your family. You are able to pay for the rent. You are able to take my coaching, and and you have the opportunity to create your side business so that it will become your full-time business in the future, so that you can quit that job. So that's what I shared. And then from that conversation, I realized that I was also forgetting how fortunate I am right now to be able to create and serve people who I want to serve, all of that. Like, we tend to start taking everything for granted, right? And we forget how fortunate we are, or how grateful for all the things that we have access to. I know it's like really hard, because when you are in that moment, you tend to forget, right? So I was like, I forgot about it after this conversation, and then now I'm making the video about it. Now I feel that, oh my gosh, I was forgetting about it. So let's keep in mind, like, all right, so you're trying to quit a job and then start your coaching business. I get it. That's your passion, right? So that you can create, you can make enough money from your coaching business so that you can quit your 9 to 5 job. Yes, I get it. I've been there. I have been there. Yes. And then you see that it's not happening as fast as you want, right? Yes, I get it. I've been there. I have been there for sure. But do not run away from the reality. Do your best. So do your best for your 9 to 5 job that you have, but you will eventually quit. But that doesn't mean you can be lazy about your job, right? You can be lazy at your work. Do your best at your job, current job, right now. But do your best to start your side business too. Don't be like, oh, I hate this, so I do whatever job, don't do that. You got the job, you should be, I don't want to use the word should. So what should I say? What should I say? Now I'm like really lost. But anyway, what I was trying to say is, you can see that because of your current job, now you have food for you and your family. You have a roof above your head, and then now you have time to create your side business, which is your coaching business. So please keep that in mind. We tend to forget what we have, the resources we have, and then we start taking everything for granted. And that's when we forget about how fortunate we are. Like, being alive is not a normal thing. You see what I'm saying? This is miracle. This is a miracle that you are alive, right? So we tend to forget. Like, for example, I'm in Hawaii, on Oahu, and then the water resource is, in trouble right now. So we're like really worried about the water. And then I'm so used to having just clean water, but then now I'm noticing that no, having clean water is not normal. And then I'm realizing how fortunate I am to be able to drink clean water, right? And then, for example, another example is air, like clean air. And then we moved to a new place like maybe 5 months ago, and the water, not water, air quality in that place was so bad. We cleaned so much, and then now the air is cleaner. We have a lot of air purifiers. Sometimes, this goes off when I'm recording, so maybe you heard some noise, but that was an air purifier. So we have a bunch of air purifiers here, and then I realized having clean air is not normal. And then I forgot about how fortunate I was to have clean air. So I have a lot of appreciation for clean water and clean air. Someone is, the government, and then some people are making sure that we have clean water. So it's not normal to have those, right? So having a job, you are so fortunate to have a job. But that doesn't mean you want to stay in that job, right? You want to have your own business. Yes, I get it. I've been there. So stop. That's a strong phrase. So maybe I shouldn't use stop. But what I'm saying is start. Yeah. So here you go. Here you go. Better sentence. Start realizing that everything is not there for you all the time. So having a job is a blessing. And you being able to start your side business, which is your coaching business, it is a blessing too. When you start thinking about that way, then things will start moving forward. And then right now, when you feel frustrations, that's when you become stagnant, right? So that's when you get stuck, and that's when you stop moving forward. So being able to be unstuck, start looking for something that you are so grateful for. And that way you will have positive thinking, positive energy, and that will help you move forward in your life. All right, so please let me know what you think about this episode. I hope this was something that encourages you to move forward. And I totally understand if you feel you're stuck, you feel like you're not moving forward in your coaching business. I've been there. So please start seeing that you have the potential, you totally have the possibility. All you have to see is to change how you look at things. And that's when things start moving again. All right, so please let me know if you have any questions, and then I'm gonna keep creating videos like this. But at the same time, I have a very useful PDF guide for you as a coach. I shared 3 tips in this PDF to be able to reach 6 figures as a coach. And I have a very small following. You see, this YouTube channel has only like 382 subscribers. I mean, that number doesn't matter. It depends on how big my list is. But my email list is super tiny. But then I am making a living from this coaching, not from this, but English pronunciation coaching business. So I'm sharing how I am doing it. So that way you can copy what I am doing. I'm pretty sure you can copy a lot of things that I am doing because you are a coach, right? So we're in the same industry. So look at the PDF, take action, start copying things that I have been doing. All right, so thank you very much for watching or listening, and see you guys in the next episode.